Tommy picks up the phone and finds an old friend. I am Milton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, Mary. I get to tell parables. And this is my Tommy parable series about Tommy the no-armed Chinese fella, average worker of the fictional unseen business, blindly obeying and losing those arms. His boss gave him a management test, gave him a test of loyalty, told him to stick that right arm into the wood chipper. Tommy fed that right arm into that limb chipper, and it's not wooden limbs today. Fed that right arm in, and the left arm saw what was going on and wisely jumped off. You wouldn't think being stupid would get you promotion, but Wu loves blind obedience. And now Tommy is bossing a whole lot of other folks around, and he met his girlfriend. He's always been scaly, always talks with a harsh lisp. He likes to stick his tongue out a lot. And he's Chinese. They've been doing that for many, many millennia, sticking their tongue out at the rest of the world. Now that he's missing both arms, he does a very mean snake dance and snaked his way in between Rhea and whoever he was dancing with at the Snake Pit, popular dance club here in LA. He's been there ever since. He's living at his house. She has plans to marry. Tommy does not, but we shall see what happens. And I apologize in advance. This is my Trump's phone gate imagery. If you want a classier, more highbrow thing, look for Saint Bridget of Sweden, the patron saint of Europe. She's in the saint image for the day. I made a video all her own. 1300s, I believe. And I also made a nice Trump's phone gate, both a minute for Instagram and stretching out, I think it was up over 10 minutes, about Father Olfactory holding up his phone in church during the church service. And he says this is, right now, this is all of our lifelines. During the week, it's my lifeline and the convent's lifeline. And yes, I know all of you got your own cell phones. I've seen you checking them. And he says we need to know that our phones are not allowed. When our phones are not allowed to work, we need to do something about it. Let's make a video of our hijack calls to John Milton Brady. 424-229-4140. He hands the phone out, tells all of the folks in the pews there to make videos of their hijack call to Milton. Oh, you can do it without the priest's phone. You can make video whoever's in that room there with you, their family's lifeline. You're going to get something boring, a phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal. It's not going to be boring. If you need a fireman, police, paramedics, and I guarantee you, it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a 911 Flight 93 check for a decade now and not getting one. Make that video, post that video. That's kind of religious censorship that affects our lifelines. 9/11 was religious censorship. It was an attack based on religious hatred. And I didn't think it was appropriate when they placed someone named Hussein without due process in our White House. You can't reach me right now. You get something boring, a phone ringing, an error message, a busy signal. Yeah, it's not going to be boring if you need firemen, police, paramedics, and it's money out of your pocket. Whatever business you're in, you're trying to call up customers, you get that boring thing. You don't know if they're not there, or the phone's just ringing, or it's so Gates in the computer industry, or Spectrum in the internet industry, or whatever's a big name in your business can get the business. And yes, democracy is the business when it comes to electing folks. You're calling up people and you're telling them to support a certain issue or to vote for a certain candidate, and you get that boring thing. It is how they place both the buffoon Trump, the Russian guy, in our White House right after we got attacked. Oh, no. placed the buffoon Russian guy in the White House as comic relief after they placed that Hussein fellow, who's cowardly in that he can't own up to his own religion. Remember, he reached out to those who harbor terrorists in their countries worldwide. Yes, the Muslims. It's not unpolitically correct to state fact. He reached out to them and got backlash from the American people despite the state's nature, the censored nature of our news. So he backed off of being Muslim with the name Hussein. And growing up in Africa, Kenya, I believe, before moving to Hawaii, then on to Harvard, and then to be placed in the highest office in the world. So that's a good idea to do stuff like that. If you're a priest, it's going to get kind of gross, this video, but take that with you. Make that video the lifelines. I'm sure the nuns have their own lifelines. Make a video of their lifeline being hijacked. Let them make a video of yours. Sunday morning, tell everyone in the church to make a video of America's hijacked lifelines. We the people must take a stand. When it's getting that obvious, guys, got attacked from the outside, part of religious censorship, got attacked from the inside, and all the while our phones are censored. Part of that attack. We need to do something. Make that video. We the people must be the reporters. Call me up in front of network news anchors, local news anchors, any and all in the public eye. Now, I hope it's gone through. It's 6 minutes. Because I'm going to get into my Tami here. Tami got that promotion, and he's bossing a whole lot of folks around in the unseen business. It's our fiction here. We can have a little fun. I just talked about the fact that your phone is not allowed to work all the time. Make a video of it. I made a video of the call log to and from, every call to and from this phone, about a month ago. For the past 2 years, look for Melton's call log playlist in youtube.com/DNFD series. And if you don't show up and you've made that call, yeah, you don't know if you'll show up when you need the firemen, police, paramedics, and I guarantee it's going to be just as newsworthy as me asking for a decade and not getting one 9/11 Flight 93 check. So make that video, post that video. Trump is where the ruble stops. Is that what they have in Russia? I have to Google it. Where the buck stops now. He's comic relief, but yes, he is. What gets involved when I haven't gotten one 93 check bit of mail about those 93 checks, about anything I've done or said in my videos. Showed you my eyes. I changed it. No comments about those. I have talked about Tami, the no-arm Chinese fella. Nothing about that. I have talked about Osama, the Obama being Osama's son. That's why he grew up in Africa, to be closer to his dad. I didn't start the rumor, guys. I just picked up on it. But it's been going on for a decade and not one 93 check call, and no comments about that Osama rumor or any of my attention getting. Fire and brimstone or funny or off the wall, nothing. Make a video of fact. Your phone not working when you try to call me and not knowing Windows, it won't be allowed to work. Hell yes, tabletop art. You can download 24,000 plus of them. Pick out one you like, print it out. I keep company on that desk, on that nightstand, on that countertop. And yes, included in that in their own separate folders are those big fives that I have moved somewhere. Hold on a second, I'll see if I can find it. I'll find it eventually, but here are the smaller files. Sometimes I put them in the drawer here, but I mean the cabinet, but I don't think that's so. Oh, all alumni of my high school and my college try to call me. Make that video of America's Hijack Lifelines and hijack commerce as well. I should be making a lot of money with my graphic art, but no, it's being hijacked. My career. And my real work is building a Jesus' Immaculate House. Got a lot of folks who can reach me by phone that are, whether they know it or not, or sometimes they often know it, active parts in America's Hijack Lifelines. Remember to print these big fives out through Walmart. They come to 2 to a 4x6 print. They come a 4 to a 4x6 print. They'll fit in your wallet. And of course the big ones, which I don't know what I've done with. They're around here somewhere. I just cut these out. I mean to separate them and keep it focused on this we will defend, and aim high, fly, fight, win, honor, courage, commitment, and of course Semper Fidelis. All soldiers, you protect America. Make a video of America's Hijack Lifelines right now as you try to call me. From the military base, from all military bases. See that phone there as every child in America's lifeline. To the firemen, police, paramedics, you protect America from that threat from within. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, well, I've been actually calling the cops on the noise from down below, and it seems to have worked a little bit. I'll just keep calling until it does. I didn't know you could do it, anonymously, and I don't want to leave my name because I complained to the management. It's been going on for a year now, and that's what got that for the 1,000 crimes they commit, hiding behind a badge. Call them on this one. They don't know. You call them up, you give them an opportunity to be a law enforcement officer or to be on the wrong side of things. Officer so-and-so. What do you know about John Milton Brady asking for I got duplicates. Asking for 93 checks for a decade now in California and not getting one. What do you know about that? They pass the buck to the feds. Say, what? This affects your citizens' welfare, your citizens' safety. Why don't you have a press conference and ask why? What's going on with our lifelines being hijacked? You can do that. Do that. Now, back to my Tami parable, which I'm gonna have to make quick. I've wasted a lot of time, up to 13 minutes. I've been going on to 20 minutes for a while now. Oh, yeah, I got 3 or 4 of these on it. Trying to get them all in one place. Make those videos, call up, and not just cops, mayors, governors, senators of California. What do you know about John Milton Brady? Asking for 93 checks for over a decade and not getting any. What is your part in that? What else from my phone? My family's life will not be allowed to work because of what you're doing, what you're taking part in California. Get the reactions and post. Now I'll try to find something else to fill in the... Oh, I got to do the sugar check. I forgot that this morning. Had to do it again. Had to make it an A-B sugar check. Part 1, part 2. Now Tommy, he's on his day off. No armed Chinese fella. Average worker of the streets in general. The Chinese streets, the Oriental unseen business specifically. He's got the day off, so he's doing what he likes to do, both at work and at home. He's got his recliner out. Well, a top of the lawn recliner. And he's watching the Three Stooges. It's Rhea's a work day, so she's not there. And he hears the phone ring, and he hates that because he's got to go answer it himself, and all he's got is his mouth open. Pick the receiver up, put it down on on the table and he hits the speakerphone. And it's Wang. He hasn't heard from Wang in years, and he says, "Hi, Wang." And they get caught up on what they've all been doing, the each of them have been doing, 233, for the past few years or so. He has not even heard that Tami has lost his arms. But he wants to invite Tami to a picking party. And I have seen a lot of stuff in public, guys. But I have not gotten one comment yet about that. I'm going to comment about this here either. Ask and answer that question. Is Barack Hussein Obama a terrorist? Has got the name of one. And when you can't reach him by phone, that tells you something. Make that video. Not 193 check-in a decade. I've got my answer. You get yours. See that phone as every child in America's lifeline to the firemen, the police, paramedics, and make a video of being hijacked. Right now. Now one comment by phone. Kind of dropped everything. I got to put it back in the window. By phone, mail, or internet about that. It hurts to bend down, pick that stuff up. I need to find a simpler way of doing this. But I haven't gotten one comment about the Chinese nose picking. I have witnessed a lot of it. Not one comment about the Chinese loving cats and dogs. No, not as pets, as dinner. So I will go on. I'm going to show you the eyes in a little bit, but I want to finish up my Tami. This is the eyes from about 9 years ago. You can see, if you look real close, just a hint of lighter color. I've covered it up with the text. Need to see if I can find the photo itself from about 9 years ago. And this is from about 5 years ago. You can see the brown ring of the smaller eyes. The bigger eyes are the bluer eyes growing in through and around. No comments by phone or mail about that. And yes, at times the eyes can kind of lift up, so I'm pretty sure the lids are going to get bigger. Because they do every once in a while for the bigger, bluer eyes. You don't have to... if you see me on the streets, it's going to look like this, kind of brown. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the flashlight, as I hopefully try to finish up in the next couple of minutes. Let me tell you about Tami getting invited by Wang to the picking party. They get together, they have a contest out of nose picking. If you've ever seen them in public, you know how they go to town when they're not in public. So Tami kind of said, "No, I don't want to." But finally he agrees, and the next week he's going to that picking party. And they have the contest. Brown report's a little wider, and it has been lately. It can be completely whited around that and look very raised. Looks I guess you can see it a little bit there. It looks low raised. But yes, this is genetic carpenter. Don't try this at home. I am the son of a carpenter. Married. Daddy carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables. I also get to do genetic carpentry. Whether you want to believe that or not, you got to come see for yourself. I got the flashlight. I have shown folks the eyes with the flashlight. Come see me. Let me show you. And if you're a doctor who knows what's going on with them, come tell me. Because you're going to get a little BS from LAC, USC, Keck Medical, and certainly the Adventist cult docs. I just started with a new nurse coming to this place that's hopefully going to give me some. The real pain medicine is sleep. And hopefully some type of relief in the, the lyric, I just doesn't do it. I will see how that goes, but, the point I was trying to make is, whatever boring thing you get, when you call me, yes, it's not boring. Oh, here's some, the 5s. Had them reprinted, so I can cut the old ones out and have a new sheet. Whatever you believe about the eyes, or the Psalma rumor, or the Tami parables, it doesn't matter. You make a video of fact. Your phone not working, and folks worried enough about it to alter phone records to cover it up. It always gets back to that, because it can throw all kinds of disinformation at you. Cut through all the BS with fact. Your phone's not working, your child's lifeline, your family's lifeline, your lifeline. Those in your congregation's lifeline not working, just try to call me. You got the timestamp on your phone, you got the number dialed. Those worried enough to alter phone records, cover up their hijacking of America's lifelines. Make sure you get that on video. These people must be the reporters. Now back to Tommy. It's already up to 21. He gets there and he feels out of place because, they got the little contests going and folks are picking their nose. They judge on style and technique, volume. But Tommy feels out of place. He always has felt out of place since he, some imagery. He lost the arms. He can't pick as well anymore, but he has been doing yoga. And he says, once you want to, it's like he tells others, excuse me stammering, I hate that. He tells others, like when you go blind and the other senses pick up, his other limbs pick up, and he does that right there in front of him. He kicks off those loafers, and he reaches up and picks his nose with his feet. And the judges all across the big kind of a meeting place room, they go over to Tommy, and their clipboards out, and he wins the overall nose picking a championship. And yes, Rhea's proud, a little embarrassed because they took his photo, and she doesn't think it's going to be put in the newspaper or anything, but come see me. Have wit will travel. Become the perfect place to build. Jesus is my house here on earth. If you come see me, I'll make a video of you, whatever you want. And if you like the nose picking stuff, the cat eating stuff, you can tell me in person, and we can do more of those. Do that. And there's the tabletop art for the day. Remember to print me out. I'll keep company on that nightstand. On that hands a little shaky. That nightstand, that desk. 24,000, you're going to find something you like. And some ball geometry, skyscrapers, clouds. You can turn them into a mouse pad if you want, but you're going to have to size it up yourself. See you tomorrow. Unless you knock on that door. Do that. I'll put you right here next to. Oh, I can't quite get it. Next to this handsome ball guy. But you gotta come see me in person. The devil steals your call. 424-229-4140. See that for yourself right now. Make a video of it. That's your family's lifeline not working. And come see me. Here's something a little bigger. And tell me about that perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. Best people to start building with. In person, the way to get things done when censorship is hijacking our means of communication. Our means of communication. You try to say that quick.